Hello, friends. This is Champion Marks here for another Pokemon narrated Wi-Fi battle. Today we got a roulette battle versus Kidharv. I think that's how. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but anyway, this is a roulette battle. If you don't know what roulette is, then there is a video in the description to explain what the roulette format is like. But yeah, we got some pretty interesting polls for our teams. On my team, I got Nidoking, Latias, Basculin, Archeops, Politoed, and a Shedinja, which is actually pretty good polls, because, you know, Latios is pretty good, even though I don't really want to use Latios, because it's roulette. I play these things to use shit that I rarely ever use. Archeops is pretty damn good, and Basculin plus Politoed is pretty awesome, because, you know, with the Drizzle and the adaptability Waterfall and Aqua Jet and stuff. Shedinja, thanks to Wonder Guard, is going to be able to wall some stuff, I guess. And plus it has Sucker Punch, which is nice. And, you know, got the Scarf Sheer Force Nidoking. As with my opponent, he's got a Zoroark, Clefable. Don't know what kind of Clefable it is. You can never really tell. He's got a Scyther, an Articuno, an Emboar, and a Cloyster. Cloyster, gotta watch out for that, because if that thing gets a Shell Smash up, it's going to be a problem. And really, in this situation, it's not really if it's going to get a Shell Smash up, it's really when it's going to get a Shell Smash up that bothers me. So, got to take care of Shedinja, because Shedinja is my only form of priority on this thing that'll actually hurt it. And I got to make sure I actually get a hit on it before it goes for Shell Smash. However, everything else, it doesn't really look like that much of a problem, so I guess we'll just get right into the battle. Alright, so to start off the battle, I do have a little bit of advantage because I know his Zoroark is his lead, so I know that even though it's going to have Disguise, it's going to be his Zoroark, because we agreed that we wouldn't change our leads in this battle, even though we have the Wonder Launcher and not Wonder Launcher, Team Preview, and the option to do that, but whatever. Anyway, I was thinking he'd predict the Earth Power, because that's the most obvious play, so I go for a Fire Blast, because Fire Blast would super effectively hit Articuno and Scyther, both his flying-type Pokemon. However, he decides to switch into his Clefable. Much better play, because it is rather defensive, and it can take the hit, and it does take it rather well. As it goes for Soft Boil while I switch into Shedinja. Now, switching into Shedinja probably wasn't the best idea, because he may have had something to hit me with, and really going for Sword Dance here was just stupid, because it was obvious he was going to switch out. And even if he didn't, that would just mean that he had something to hit me with, and I would have either died or lost my Focus Sash because he poisoned me or something. But anyway, I'm going to switch out to Politoed now, because it's the best thing to take the predicted Fire-type attack from his Emboar, and I see him go for Fire Blast, which is a good thing, because now I know he is either special or mixed. Problem is, I don't see what his item is, because he didn't hit me, so I didn't get to see if he had Life Orb or not, so that's a thing, and I don't know why I went for Toxic there. I should have just went for Scald, because for God's sakes, the switch was obvious, and, like, he had a Fire type on the screen anyway. I should have went for the Water move. But anyway, I just stay in, go for the Scald to see what his Clefable's going to do. He goes for the Thunderbolt, which I know that this thing is not a defensive variant, because defensive Clefables don't carry Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to switch into Shedinja, because I don't want to take another Thunderbolt. I want to keep Politoed at least decent health to be able to take some hits, potentially. And here I see his Clefable switch out. I was thinking it would, so I just go for the X-Scissor to try and get damage on whatever he switches in. And he decides to switch in his Scyther. I don't really know what to expect from this Scyther, but I know it's going to go for the Aerial Ace, so I just decided to switch into Archeops, because with it being a Rock type, it can take the Aerial Ace, and unless he crits me, he won't get me into defeatist range, so I'll still be able to hit it with maximum damage. And I'm just going to go for the Stone Edge, because it is the most effective move I have on this guy, and I don't want to waste my Flying Gem Acrobatics just yet. And here, he decides to switch into his Zoroark. I thought it was his Articuno, which would have been a strange play, but it did turn out to be his Zoroark, which is a good thing, because then it's not going to be tricking me with any of that illusion bullshit anymore. And now he goes into Cloyster. The way he brought it in, I'm assuming he's Focus Sash. I just go for Flying Gem Boosted Acrobatics, which surprisingly he lives anyway. It just shows you how much defense freaking Cloyster has, living that kind of power. But he decides to, go for the Shell Smash. Best play he could do, and now I'm kind of in trouble, because Well, actually, I'm not really in trouble, because I do have Shedinja priority, but I do have to leave in Archeops to die. He decided to go for Rock Blast. I assume he was predicting my switch into Shedinja, predicting the Icicle Spear, which is a decent enough play, you know? Because switching in on the Icicle Spear, you know, wouldn't take any damage. And I'm saying you know a lot, aren't I? But I'd just go for the Sucker Punch with my Shedinja as I switched into his Cloister, because the priority after the minus in defense is going to be able to kill him no matter what. And here he switches in Articuno. Now, I really do not want to stay in on this thing, because Articunos are known for being really bulky and carrying Toxic, but he knows I'm going to switch out. He sees it from a mile away and goes for the Substitute, which that's kind of bothers me a lot, because it turns out his Articuno is going to be faster than my Politoed, so I have to make my way around this Substitute somehow. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to poison me, which that does confirm that he has Toxic, which is, you know, a good thing to know, so I don't send in my Shedinja on this thing. And I'm really worried about this, because if it keeps its sub up, it's going to be a real pain, but the thing is, these next couple turns, I'm just going to be a complete retard and continuously spam Skull for no real reason, because I do have Parasong. I'm just not using it because I completely forgot that I even had Parasong on the set. When I looked down at my moves, I was like, wait, what the hell am I doing? I'm just letting him Toxic Stall me to death when I could be using Parasong to force this thing out and get rid of his Substitute, so why am I not doing that? I don't even know, but really all I'm going to get out of this is losing my Politoed for next to no reason, as he continuously gets up toxic damage on me, but thankfully I do see his moveset, and it shows me that he has Protect, which is a good thing to know, because that means that he doesn't have Rouge, so he has no form of recovery other than Leftovers, because he's gonna be carrying Ice Beam as a defensive move, because without a damaging move, Articuno really wouldn't be able to do much. But here, I finally do go for the Parasong, realizing, hey, I have this move, I should probably use it. And his Articuno just sets up another sub, which is a good thing, I suppose. I don't know. He didn't really have anything else to do aside from, I guess, go for Ice Beam, which really wouldn't have done a whole lot. But anyway, he's going to go for another Toxic, and I'm going to go for Scald. And do I die? I think I die from Poison on this turn. Or is that next turn? I'm not quite sure, but I really don't even know what's happening right now. I should have sped this up a little bit more, because God, this Tall War takes a while. Especially with those Parasong countdowns. My God, but anyway, he goes for the Ice Beam, that's going to take me out, and now the Parasong count is going to be down to 1, which is good. That means he's either going to be forced to switch out, or his Articuno's going to die. And his Articuno dying would be really nice for me, because that would mean Latios and Nidoking would have a much better time against his team, thanks to this, the Articuno being gone, because, you know, it is kind of specially defensive and stuff, but he is going to switch out, going to save his Articuno for everything. I don't even know what kind of words I'm trying to use right now. Damn it, I shouldn't be doing this right now. But anyway, he switches into Scyther. I can see the Air Lace coming again, as... Fuck, I don't even know what happened over the last 2 turns. My Shedinja used Protect, because I was thinking maybe his Articuno would try and go over Toxic to kill me. I switched into Nidoking, protecting the Aerial Ace from Scyther, and now he's got this Emboar in on the screen as I went for a Thunderbolt. That's what happened. Now here, I do get a little bit of hacks, as I do crit his Emboar. Now, I don't know if this mattered or not. I'm gonna say it didn't, because even if he did kill my Nidoking somehow, I would have just been able to go into my Basculin and /or Latios to be able to take him on. Really, all it means with me killing his Emboar is he has to send in his Clefable now to do the job, and he does go for Soft Boil, and I see Thunderbolt is not really doing all that much damage, which I'm not all that concerned about, because, like I said, I do have other Pokemon to take this on. I've seen, now that I see he has Ice Beam, I'm thinking he's probably the Calm Mind variant with Bolt Beam, so I know Shedinja can wall it. So if I can get rid of Articuno and Scyther, then Shedinja can win me a game. But here I just decided to go into Basculin, and I'm just really going to click Waterfall, because he has nothing left that can outrun me, aside from Scyther, but I don't know what that thing's set is. It has the potential to be Scarfed, Banded, maybe. If it's Scarfed, I could kind of be screwed, because, you know, it can kill Latios and Shedinja. Shedinja can't really touch it with anything, even though we'll be able to live the aerial ace. But here, I find out that he's slower than me, so he's probably an Eevee set. I get another crit on him, and I'm gonna say that that probably didn't matter, because it is a choice band. It didn't have to build a waterfall. It probably would have killed anyway, but, you know, I'm not the expert on the damage variations, so it could have mattered, it could not have. But now he's only got one Pokemon left. He's Clefable, and that's gonna die to waterfall, and that will be GG. Good game, Kidharvs, whatever how you pronounce that.